Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 284 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. We're focusing on contribution goals this month, and today we're focusing on working into the A of the soAp framework. We've talked about the soAp framework extensively over the last, since 2020. I've talked about the soAp framework a lot. But the A stands for action, taking action, analyzing alternatives, and acting. Acting when? Acting now, because now's the only time we can actually take action. So we want to analyze alternatives. And the tool we're going to use today is one of my favorites. We've covered that several times too. If you need more information on how to actually do this, I'm going to talk through it quickly. But you can go to the Get Your Goals challenge. No, Get Up and Go Challenge private Facebook group page. By the end of the year, I ought to be able to say that without missing a B, right? Maybe not. So in that group, Guide 17, there's always a write-up. Guide 16, there's this year's entire challenge. Guide 15 is last year's challenge, which was the BU 365-day challenge. And I first started using and teaching my overarching life framework, the 9-part life framework, back then. So you can search in the sidebar for this particular tool, Head, Heart, Intuition, and you can get a whole bunch of examples of it being applied not only to contribution but to different areas and aspects, all 9 areas. So what is this tool? How do we use it? Well, we look at the 3 alternatives that we selected yesterday, and we ask ourselves, what do I think about that? What does my head say? What logically and objectively how do I feel about that? And I usually rate it on a scale of either 1 to 10 or 1 to 3, depending on how many alternatives. If I have 5 alternatives, I'll do 1 through 5. And I give the highest number to the thing I feel the best about, or I have the most information about when it comes to head. Then I ask myself, well, what does my heart say about that? Because I've been involved in businesses as well as charitable organizations and donating to things that I didn't really necessarily feel great about, right? There's always people raising money for all kinds of different causes. And sometimes we feel good about them, sometimes we don't. So we need to ask ourselves about this alternative, this option that we're looking at. How does it look on paper, right? I just watched that movie, Good on Paper. How does it look on paper? But then if I investigate, does that hold up? What does my heart say? And then finally, our intuition. And I've told a bunch of stories about intuition and about how in my life, and it took me a few really big, hard lessons to learn that if all 3 of these don't match, especially my intuition, my gut instinct, my past experience, everything, if I just have an inkling or a feeling that something's wrong for me, or if I have a little voice in my head screaming, don't do it, this is wrong for you, wrong person, wrong business partner, wrong opportunity, and I go ahead and do it anyway because I want to do it, I'm really motivated for some reason to do it, and it looks good on paper. Every single time I've done that and ignored my intuition, I have dug myself into a great big hole that I've had to dig out of. Now, they were huge lessons learned, and during the time, I didn't think they felt so good, but now looking back, I'm like, thank goodness, because now I actually use this tool, and if all 3 don't say yes, I don't take action on that particular alternative. So, for example, one of mine is to investigate 5 different causes and 5 different organizations that I found that I would like to volunteer for. So I want to investigate them and look into them. What's their mission, principles, purpose, values? What do they stand for? Who do they help? What do their financials look like? How much of the money that they actually raise or how much of the activities that they actually do go to help and serve the target audience, the target group of people that they're here to serve? How do I feel about them? And then I'm going to do my objective investigation, look and see what kind of data I can find. I'm probably going to call and talk to somebody. I'm going to check in with the community and talk to other people that have worked with the organization and see what their experience has been, right? Because we can learn from other people's mistakes. We don't have to make all the mistakes by ourselves. And then I will tap in and check in with my intuition and pick the one that feels best, looks best, and kind of ties into my heart and soul. And that's the organization that I'll go with. And then I also had 2 other alternatives, but I'm not going to talk through all of them, but that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to look at this, go through the process for head, heart, intuition, pick the alternative or the option from yesterday that feels best for me. I'm gonna take some kind of action on that today. I'm traveling today, but I'm still gonna find a way to take some action on that, right? All right, that's it for today. All we have to do is apply the head, heart, and intuition tool to our list of 3 things from yesterday. Pick one and take some form of action. Take one step toward making that a reality or investigating or whatever it is for you. All right. Have an awesome day. And if I can help you anyway, ask. You can always message me right here. Otherwise, you can reach me at pajamagrandma@gmail.com on Voxer. And when I'm traveling, that's the best way to get me. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.